あのね、のんちゃんの話をね、聞いてあげてほしいの。
Alrighty. I feel like we're gonna hop back into some crazy shit right off the bat. Or at least some information is gonna get thrown at us. But welcome everybody back to Chaos Child. My name is Michael SK. It is nighttime. I'm finally getting a nighttime recording session in from the get-go, not just halfway through. It's been a little bit since I've done that, I think. So, if anything creepy happens in this episode, which I kind of doubt it, hopefully I'm in for it. Like, I hope I'm in the right setting and everything, even so I have the light on. But in the last episode, things were pretty mild, I would like to say. Nothing too crazy was going on. It was pretty much the entry of a new chapter, especially after the crazy events, not much events, but the crazy information that was given to us in the hospital. However, Kurisu apparently had a friend, and that friend is somebody we've been hearing about.
クルスの今から？
のんちゃんはね、明日でいいって、学校が終わったら青葉寮に来てほしいって言ってるけど、でも本当はタクにすぐにでも聞いてほしいんじゃないかなって思うんだ。
そんなに大事なことなのか？
うん、私が話しちゃってもいいんだけど、のんちゃん自分でお話ししたいって。
そうか。
Serica never took anything this seriously. It must have been something important. Excuse me.
わかった。これから青葉寮へ行ってみる。
オッケー。さすがタク、優しいね。
So much for the serious attitude. She grinned and giggled a little, and then grabbed the handkerchief out of my pocket.
いいからいいから、タクの汗の匂いをじっくり堪能するんだ。
Huh?
やめろよ。
それじゃあまた明日。
Okay, hold on a second. Also in the last episode, let's continue our recap, if I may. Serica said something very strange, and it's something that was in the back of my mind. I kind of was thinking about it. I think we were all thinking it. If Takuru has psychic abilities, just like those who were murdered, wouldn't that put him at risk of also being murdered? And she just flat out said it casually. Just a little strange. And now she's being a little strange here, but a different type of strange. I watched her go until she was out of the park.
クルスの大切な話。
As soon as she was gone, I tried to think. I don't think she shut the door, did she? I can't tell if it's closed or open right now. What could she want? I actually didn't know where the door was before, but now I know. Did it have something to do with what happened? The idea scared me a little, so I got ready as soon as I could and left the RV. Yes, I go. I hurried down the usual route I took to the Alba dorm, but... Oh, that's red. Something was different. Something wasn't the same as it had been before. Something was wrong. I'd just come by this path on the way home from school, but... So, what was this strange, dissonant feeling? Oh, Jesus. Oh, there's more. Nice. Yeah, those are the real ones. The walls, the fence, the streetlights, stickers were staring at me from all directions. And all of them were real. Not one of them was the fake. It was that eerie 11th Rorschach image. I'm still saying that wrong, and I apologize. It's roar shock, right? It's more of an awk at the end, I think. The scenery in front of me is suddenly warped and twisted. I felt the mountain view I just drank coming back up my throat, and I tried my best to keep it down. See, this is why you drink water.
やめろ見るなよ僕を見るな僕は能力者なんかじゃないお前たちに狙われることなんてないんだ
You need to calm down, dude. No, even if Arimura and Kunasato were right, I did have some kind of power. It was only a tiny little power, which I couldn't master, and wasn't even good for anything.
だから僕なんか狙っても意味ないんだよやめてくれよ
Oh no. They're making noise. I heard a strange voice from somewhere. Like a cat in heat. Yeah, I guess you can call it that. No, this was... It was the sound of a baby crying. Yeah, that's what my first guess was, but then he said that, and I was a little unsure. But I doubt there were any babies in this park. Yeah, I doubt that too. So what was that voice? And then, all the stickers that were staring at me smiled. Wait, what? Did they actually smile there for a second? Because I didn't notice. And then slowly. Slowly what? Their eyes. Are the middle eyes gonna open again? Oh, jeez. That's freaky. Opened. Again, bravo to Takuru's voice actor. Damn. This really is a crazy recording session so far. We're less than 10 minutes in. Come on, man. I ran as fast as I could, not caring where I went. I just needed to escape from the 11th Rorschach somehow. But... yeah, shit's following us. No matter where I went. Are there like no... Is there anyone out and about just casually... No matter where I went. Hey. Yeah, there's people around. Or maybe that's just the scenery. Here. I mean, it is Shibuya. You'd expect people to be about. And here. And here. There were so many of them. Were there really this many sumo stickers in Shibuya? How did I never notice? That's what I'm saying, dude. I need to get a drink. This shit's dehydrating me. It's also still very hot. These recording sessions are still very difficult to do, even at nighttime. It's like 90 degrees outside. No matter where I went, it was like they were following me. Yeah. Thank you for screaming. They gave me an opportunity to get a drink. Thank you. Though I almost choked. Okay, I need to take this more seriously. Takuru might die. I had no idea how long I'd been running from the phantoms of the sumo stickers. I think it's only shit that Takuru can see, so he's kind of just running amok. But no matter where I ran, the whole city of Shibuya was covered in sumo stickers. And each time I saw one, I felt dizzy, sick. I really mixed those words up. And as if I was going to throw up, add that to the exhaustion from running, and I was barely able to stand. Thank you again, Takuru. Your heavy breathing allowed me to take one more drink and put my drink away. Just when I'd reached the conclusion that there was nowhere left in Shibuya for me to rest anymore. Are we good? I saw a silhouette crouched in an alley. It was a person clutching their arms to their tiny body. They looked like a stray cat. It was so different from the girl I was used to that at first, I thought I must be mistaken. Oh. But when she looked up, I saw that it was her.
Harimura.
Miyashiro 先輩。
何してるんだよ。こんなところで。
ちょっと気分が悪くて、あれのせいで。
Oh my god, she's suffering the same fucking fate. It ain't just us. It ain't just us. Animura pointed behind her, but didn't turn around. Well, that was enough to tell me what she was pointing at.
力士シールか。
そっか。先輩も。先輩もひどい顔してる。ダメなんでしょ、あれ。
違う。僕は。
I didn't want to admit it. If I had admitted it, that would mean that I had a special power like Arimura, and that my life would be in danger. That would mean that instead of me going after the case would be coming after me.
なんだか急に数が増えたと思いません？あれ。
No, they're definitely around. Arimura's voice was so soft that it was hard to hear her, excuse me.
今テレビなんかでも話題になってるから、長尺度まで寄ってたかって張りまくってるんだ、きっと。
しかも偽物だけじゃなくて本物のシールまで。迷惑です。
まったくだ。そういう連中はすぐに飽きるとは思うけど。
だといいんですけど。
とりあえず青葉院へ行こう。僕やクルスが育った養護施設だ。そこなら診察室があるから具合が悪くても休める。
はい、すみません。
This is such a strange side to her. Like, we're so used to that fake persona that she has at school, and then just that annoying side to her, which I want to say is her real side. Or maybe it's not. She's just putting up a wall of sorts. And now she's been defeated. And this is who she is.
立てるか。
それくらいはできます。
She forced herself to smile and then ignored my outstretched hand and stood up on her own. Getting to Alba Dorm was a miserable experience. I could feel the influence of the sumo stickers increasing with every step I took. I would say just look down-ish, but, you know, I guess the stickers could really be anywhere.
大丈夫か。
はい。
Or so she said, but she didn't look good. And I wasn't in a position to be worrying about anyone else either.
早く青葉寮へ。
That was the one thought that drove me forward. But suddenly... Oh no, dude. I didn't think this would be happening that soon. Oh no. She appeared before us. A woman. It was a woman with a strange presence. If we'd been on one of Shibuya's typically crowded streets, I doubt I ever would have noticed her. That kind of aligns with some of the shit that we've read before. But on this empty street, she was impossible to miss. Her long hair covered most of her face, and with the street light to her back, I couldn't read her expression at all. But I could see the strange hungry light that shone from her eyes through the thick hair that otherwise concealed her features. It was a dark light, one that somehow brought a deeper blackness, not illumination.
先輩
Animura's voice was shaking. She'd realized how strange the woman was, too. And then... my eyes met hers. The next instant... uh-oh. She laughed. Or so it seemed to me. Her laugh was empty, but at the same time, somehow satisfied. It was a laugh like evil itself, and it was like nothing I'd ever heard before in my life. And then, in a raspy, unpleasant voice, she spoke.
見つけた
Oh man, I don't like those words in Japanese. Or I guess the words in general are not all that fantastic.
やばい
Alarm bells went off in my mind.
やばい絶対やばいやばいやばいやばいやばいやばい
My knees started to buckle. My instincts told me that she was dangerous. Ah, good instincts you have there, bud. Animura was staring at the woman, not moving a muscle. No, she probably couldn't have moved, even if she wanted to. It was like we were paralyzed.
先輩あの人
Animura barely got out the words.
多分能力者です
Oh no, she definitely is. I believe it. A psychic. I didn't want to admit it, but just looking at the woman in front of me was enough to dash all my hopes.
能力者は本当にいるんだ
Well, yeah. This woman. Her very existence was enough to make me believe.
有村
なんですか
あの女の能力ってのはどんな
I didn't know about any of the gigalomaniacs' powers besides Arimura's. But from what I'd seen so far, some of them were a lot more dangerous than the ability to tell when someone was telling the truth. There had to be more types. For instance, ones that could be used as weapons. And there was no doubt in my mind that this woman had that sort of power.
くそこんなことならちゃんと調べておくべきだった
It didn't matter, whether I believed or not. How could I not have the information I needed at a time like this?
有村
そんなの私にもわかりませんテレパシーなのかプレコグニションなのかクレアボヤンスなのかただ
Animura's eyes were fixed on a single point. She probably couldn't look away.
あの人の能力はもっと危険な人に害を与える力だと
The woman started walking sluggishly toward us. Slowly, slowly. Can't we just talk this out? You know, just kind of avoid the violence? I finally realized that the reason she seemed to be off balance as she walked was that she was dragging one leg. Maybe she'd injured it, or maybe it had never worked right. She approached us one step at a time, as if enjoying our fear. She took another step. A horrible smile was frozen on her face. Her eyes were looking straight at us, as if she didn't want to let her prey escape.
逃げなきゃダメだ。
But my body wouldn't move. My body had turned to stone, as if I'd been stared at by Medusa. And then suddenly, the wind blew. The woman's long hair flew up, and I could see just a little of her face. Animura gasped. The woman had been terribly burnt. Her face was covered in horrible burn scars. The smile disappeared from her face. Instead, it was replaced by rage. There was nothing there but burning rage and the color of anger. She slowly brought her hands up, and then pushed them out toward us. I have a bad feeling. You know, if I didn't already have one. And now we're on fire.
Senpai!
Animura screamed and pulled at my hand as hard as she could. Ah, she's a pyromaniac. A pillar of flame sprung up right where I was standing. There was a blast of heat, and the awful stink of burning asphalt. A burning pain ran down through my cheek as the heat struck it. Okay, close enough. I got the pyro part right. I guess that fits the whole burning part there. But I think that's a little unrelated. She waved her arm, and the next moment, the space in front of me was a sea of crimson flames. Animura and I tried our best to get away from the fire. I knew that meant the ability to create fire. If I remembered right, it was a word created by a famous novelist. All over the world, there were historical records of unexplained fires breaking out for no clear reason. Spontaneous human combustion, where a human body would suddenly burst into flame, was one form those incidents took. Of course, spontaneous human combustion was considered pseudoscience, as most scientists believe those incidents were actually caused by static electricity or EM waves. And now real pyrokinesis, was happening right in front of me. Yeah, why are we standing here and considering the origins of this shit? Now's not the time. The next thing I knew, the woman was stretching her hands out toward me. Oh, that can't be good. None of this really is good. I do like that little, animation. I rolled along the ground with Animura at almost the exact same moment the fire exploded outward. The smell of burning hair stung my nostrils. I mean, just roll on the... Well, actually, I was gonna say roll on the grass, but there's no grass around here, and that'd probably be a terrible idea. We kept moving away, only barely dodging the burning flames. Pillar after pillar of fire appeared behind us. It looked like the flames had spread to a bike and some garbage that were lying on the roadside, and I didn't have time to check. The woman was getting closer, dragging her leg as she walked.
Animura!
I tried to grab her hand and run, but... A fire appeared right in front of us, and as we tried to dodge it, we both lost our balance and fell to the ground. The planter next to us was on fire. I looked up as the footsteps got closer and saw that the woman was right on top of us. She's quick when she wants to be. That was what was going through my mind as I lay there, frozen in terror. This wasn't an anime or a movie, this was reality. The pain from where I'd hit my leg when I fell, the pain from the burns. All these flames, the smell of melted asphalt. It was all real. Kunosato had said that the gigalomaniac's power came from delusions. And not just any delusions. These delusions affected the brains of others, and through being shared, they became reality.
物理現象すらねじ曲げるんだよ。ギガロマニアックスの妄想と、それによって共通認識化された現実は。だからこそ、それはこの上なく危険なんだ。
Yeah, you got that right. Sorry, I'm trying to get my drink. This fire is hurting me. That was awful. Yes, and because of that, impossible pyrokinesis was happening right in front of me. And that power was going to kill me and Animura. Delusional flames would become reality, and in that reality, we were going to be burnt to death. Oh, jeez. Her eyes. The woman slowly pointed her hands toward us. Maybe I was imagining it, but the air around me seemed to grow hotter.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was trying to get the last bit of my drink here. Okay. No more fluids for me. I don't want to die. I don't want to be roasted to death by these flames. No, I don't want to die. I still... I don't think there's ever really a want to die. Well, not normally. How about that? Someone needs to, like, come to our rescue already. A bigger spiral of flame than any we'd seen before appeared before us. But at the same time... Ooh, a sword. Something strange appeared in the corner of my eye. Frighteningly sharp, but frighteningly fragile. Infinite and finite. Phantasmal and real. Like all the ugliness and beauty in the world had been compressed into one object. It was a D-sword. It was clearly a different shape than Animura's, but still, I could see it. But since I didn't know how to draw it, I just desperately struck the woman with every delusion I could muster. I imagined the sword slicing through her flames, and flung that image at her with my imagination. The burning fangs that threatened to engulf the two of us exploded. And then the fire danced like a snake. It flew in a straight line toward the woman who had created it. Fire. Hot and dangerous. The fire turned into a spiral that leapt at her. She fell over in shock.
Senpai!
Was that my power? While I hadn't been looking, the D-sword had vanished from my vision. Nah, somebody came to our help. Animura suddenly fell silent. I don't like that expression on her face, man. I turned to see what she was looking at. She's still alive. I mean, there's no way she was gonna go down that easily. Anger is fuel, as the air rippled from the smoke and heated the flames. The woman slowly stood up. I gasped at the color of her eyes. The fire that had been there a moment ago was gone. The light that burned with hatred was gone. There was only ice. Her eyes were ice, frozen, emotionless, and piercing. Arimura and I couldn't move. Slowly, with an unsteady rhythm, the woman approached us. And then stopped a few steps away. Smoke was rising off of a garbage bin behind us. The planter by our side was making crackling noises from the heat. There was nowhere to run before us, behind us, or anywhere else. I couldn't even hear the bustle of the town, but the beating of my heart sounded even louder. The sound of my saliva running down my throat, the sound of my breathing, and the sound of my blood flowing. All of those sounds offered proof that I was still alive, but soon they would be gone. They would all disappear inside the burning flames. My legs shook. My eyes blurred with tears. I could barely speak, but the woman's expression didn't change, not even a little. And as she raised her hand toward me, I closed my eyes. I was going to... Huh? I slowly opened my eyes, and then the woman was gone. Was I saved? All the strength drained from my body, and I collapsed to the ground. I thought I was a goner. I thought she would kill me for sure. No, until a moment ago, she was definitely going to kill me. I could tell from her eyes. They were cold, without a trace of doubt, uncertainty, or hesitation. So why had she suddenly disappeared? I looked up and saw that Arimura was standing there, staring at the spot where the woman had disappeared.
先輩。
どうしたんだ有村。もしかしてまだ何か。
そうじゃないんです。ただ怖くて動けない。
Damn. Still, yet again.
ここですか?
Yet again a side of her that we're just not used to seeing, but this is it. This is really her.
とりあえずここなら平気だと思う。
Or so I say. After the attack by the pyrokinetic woman, I'd finally fled with Arimura to Alba dorm. I could probably get treatment for my burns here. Oh, most definitely.
閉まってるか。
The front door was locked. I'd been so busy running that I'd forgotten how late it was.
鍵まだ隠してあるといいけど。
I'd been given a key to the dorm, but I didn't usually carry it on me. But when I'd lived here, there was a spare key hidden on the grounds. I decided to look for it. I mean, we could just bang on the fucking door. Fortunately, the key was right where I remembered it. Part of me thought it wasn't a good idea to leave it in the same place all the time, but today, I was grateful. As I went into the exam room, Arimura still stood hesitantly by the entrance. I motioned for her to sit in the exam chair.
怪我の治療だけど
ご心配なく、これくらいなら自分でできますから。
そう。
Good. I'd gotten a little used to it, but I still didn't like the idea of touching her skin.
ああ、消毒液とかこれ使って。
I got some medicine, some cotton wool, and some adhesive bandages off the shelf and handed them to her. Since this was a clinic, a lot of the medicines were for use by professionals, but since they were labeled in clearly written Japanese, man, I'm fucking up today, so there was no way I could screw them up. Every time a new drug came in, it was Kirisu's job to make the label and stick it on. She always said that if she didn't, Yui, Yuto, and I might take some by accident. She'd always been the type to worry about things like that. I'd always been told to make sure to straighten my shoes up when I took them off, or not to put my socks in the laundry inside out. She'd made me help with a lot of the cooking too, didn't she? I shook my head, shocked that I was thinking about those things when something much more important was going on.
宮代先輩はここでクルス先輩たちと一緒に暮らしてるんですか?
The disinfectant must have stung because she was wincing.
暮らしてたんだよ。少し前まで。
じゃあ今は?
Oh, just somewhere else.
今は別の場所で一人で暮らしてる。
一人暮らしですか。いいですね。
まあね。有村は?
I hadn't really meant anything by it. I was just where the conversation was leading.
知りたいですか?
あ、いや、言いたくないならいいんだけど。
いいですよ、別にそれくらい。私は親戚の家で暮らしてます。実家ちょっと遠いので。
そうか。
If she was jealous of me living alone, did that mean that she wasn't getting along with her relatives?
あ、言っておきますけど、別に親戚の家でいじめられてるとか、そういう昭和のドラマみたいなことはないですから。
Good to know.
え？
いえ、変に誤解されても嫌だなと思って。
別に誤解なんてしてない。
やっぱり思ってたんですね。
That's right, she had that power. Having her know if I was telling the truth or not made things difficult.
でも
It was probably difficult for Arimura herself to know what someone was really thinking, whether she wanted to or not. That sort of explained how she acted at school. Unless she kept things on a superficial level, acting like a goofball and telling jokes, she'd know what everyone really felt, and it would crush her.
はい、終わりました。先輩もどうぞ。
Since Arimura seemed to have finished, I sat down in a chair to take care of my own injuries. And at the same time, the door in the back softly opened.
誰？タクル？
あ。
Oh no. I had hoped that Kirisu would be asleep. No, I'd actually come here to talk to her about something important. But after the pyrokinetics attack, I decided against it. If she saw me injured like this, she would have worried, so I planned to talk to her tomorrow instead.
何か音が聞こえるから気になって、こんな時間にどうし...
And then she realized that there was another girl in the room.
有村さん？お邪魔してまーす。
違うんだ、これは。
I wasn't out on some kind of weird late night date with her, and then we got into a big fight where both of us got hurt. But before I could say something which would probably only make her more suspicious, Kirisu saw us both and went pale.
二人とも怪我してるじゃない。
これは
I knew this was coming. Her own injury hadn't healed yet, so when I saw how worried she looked, it pricked at my heart. Also, the last time we saw her, we kind of left her, you know, on red, I guess is a way of explaining it. We kind of just left. We just left her. And I don't think she liked that.
手当て必要なんでしょ。いいから貸しなさい。
Kirisu grabbed the medicines I was carrying and started to patch me up.
いやいや、もう大丈夫っすよ。私はもう自分で。そんな適当な処置じゃダメ。後になったらどうするの。でもは聞きません。わかったわね。はい。
Kirisu's no-nonsense attitude was enough to overwhelm even Arimura. She still sat and let Kirisu do whatever she wanted. That's just how it be, man. Once she was finished, she started on me.
で、何があったの？
We got set on fire.
それは
What was I supposed to tell her?
できるだけ驚かさないように伝えるべきなんだろうけれど。
I don't think there is a way we can say it without scaring her.
私たち襲われたんです。
We were attacked. Yeah, I guess that's a good one. Again, failing to silence my phone. Sorry if you guys ever hear my phone's notifications. Or notification chimes. Arimura came straight out and told her while I was hesitating.
襲われた？はい。炎を操る力を持った女に。
Okay, I guess we're just going right out with it. Kirisu's expression started to cloud over.
だから有村、余計なこと言うなよ。
I glared at her, but Arimura just shook her head.
こういう時は変に隠すとかえって嘘っぽくなるんですよ、先輩。相手にも余計な心配をかけます。
え？
つうか、宮代先輩の嘘って私の能力なんかなくても分かりやすいですし。
Damn.
有村さんの言う通りだわ。ちゃんと話して。
I guess I didn't have a choice. I told Kirisu what had just happened, carefully choosing my words so as not to scare her. While I spoke, I had flashbacks to the terror I felt during the attack, and my voice started to shake, but I couldn't help that. I'm gonna tell her about, you know, the super stickers maybe?
理由は僕たちにもわからないんだ。でも、あの女は間違いなく僕たちを狙ってきた。
Everything I said sounded unrealistic, even to me, but Kirisu intently listened to every word. It's like she believes this shit. She just sat there and listened.
宮代先輩。
Arimura suddenly looked at me and spoke. Excuse me.
見えますか、それ。
Yeah, a little bit. Only then did I realize I'd been so busy talking that I hadn't noticed something had appeared in the corner of my vision.
これは
When I remembered the terror I'd felt during the attack, had it brought this back as well? There was no mistaking it.
Disorder.
So that was ours. I whispered the words to myself and tried to visualize it more clearly. And then it disappears. Nope, there it is. The hazy, indistinct image began to take shape. I reached out my hand toward the bizarre object. But
なんだこれ、どういうことだ。
For some reason, I couldn't touch it.
タクル？何をしているの？
剣があるんだ、ここに。
剣？やっぱり出せるようになったんですね。 自分の理想度。
Animura said.
自分の。
はい。それが先輩の理想度ですよ。理想度。
Wait, hold on. Did I miss something there? An illusionary sword that can only be seen with the power to make delusions real.
僕はやっぱり能力者なのか。
Okay, no, okay. I'm on the right track.
だからずっと言ってるじゃないですか。そうだって。
じゃあさっきの女、あれはやっぱり僕を。
Well, no shit.
だと思います。私を狙った可能性ももちろんありますけど。
What I'd been afraid of had become real. That woman, her eyes, her appearance, and her flames. The burn marks on our bodies told me that this wasn't a dream, it was real. At this rate, I would be killed, like the victims in Don't Look at Me and Revolving Dead.
どうして。
Why was this happening to me?
有村さん。
Kirusu suddenly interrupted our conversation.
なんでしょう。あなたの知っていること、全部私に教えて。どうしてですか？誰が何のためにこんな事件を起こしているのか調べるの。
おい。
Hell yeah, she's joining the case, but for real this time. Stunned, I leaned in toward Kirusu.
お前、事件には関わるなってずっと言って。
でももう遅いんでしょ？この先もタクルや有村さんが狙われるかもしれないのよね。
クルス。
Well, based on events that took place tonight, possibly. I'd noticed earlier that something seemed a little strange about Kirusu. She told me so many times not to get involved in anything dangerous that I was sure when I told her what had happened tonight she'd freak out. That's why even when I'd fled here, I still hadn't wanted to see her. But after I told her, instead of looking angry or raising her voice, her expression was firm and resolved. She must have, like, accepted it, you know? Like, that there's crazy shit going on and Takuru's just too far in, cannot escape, you know, just have to deal with it.
セリカから聞いてるかもしれないけど、話しておきたいことがあるの。
ああ。
実は私、あなたに言ってないことがあって。
言ってないこと。
I felt a sudden pain in my heart. Her words reminded me of last time, when I was told that my parents were murdered. When I'd found out that the family rule of the Alba dorm, that nobody kept secrets, didn't apply to me, just everyone else. Yeah, I was gonna say, what happened to that rule? She's doing this shit again. Like, oh yeah, something I've been keeping from you. That's 2 for 2 here. When I found out, I was the one person who was different from the rest of my family. And I knew Kirusu remembered it too. She had almost brought herself to the verge of saying something, but her memories came back and stopped her. She kept opening and closing her mouth, only to finally fall silent. I almost never saw her like this.
クルス、僕なら大丈夫だ。
I balled my hands tightly into fists, as if I was trying to tell this to myself too.
今の僕はあの時とは違うよ。多分。だから聞かせてくれ。
タクル。
Was I just imagining things, or did Kirusu's eyes get a little wet? I couldn't bear to look at her, so I continued, excuse me.
とにかく、言ってないことってのを聞かないと、何が何だかわかんないだろ。
そうね。そうよね。ごめんなさい。
And then she slowly started to speak. This is what she said.
今度の事件、私は無関係じゃないの。
Yeah, I sort of guessed. Like, in the back of my mind, I sort of felt like, because she was just so goddamn adamant, and I understand why, I've brought it up before. Obviously, she doesn't want Takuru in danger. But it's this specifically that she was just so adamant about. She knew it was dangerous, obviously from things that were going on, but it just seemed like there was something she knew that we didn't. And in the back of my mind, I felt like, alright, she definitely knows a little bit more than us, because she knows that one character that tried to burn us. Anyways, I'd never even expected that. Kirusu was involved in the case? What did she mean?
この前、あなたたちが忍び込んだっていう病院ね。
AH 東京総合病院。
Yes.
ええ、その病院の地下のこと、私、前から知っていた。
は？
I couldn't believe what I was hearing. It was so sudden and surprising that I couldn't even follow it. The basement under AH Tokyo General Hospital. She knew about that terrifying place? Why and how?
昔、千里がね。南沢、千里のことよ。
南沢千里？
Yeah, we should know the name. I mean, I'm pretty sure we saw the file, I'm pretty sure. I had to stop myself from reaching out and grabbing her by the shoulders.
どうして彼女？
それは、その、ね。
Kirusu paused and looked away. And then she showed me the phone in her hands.
これよ。
There was a picture on the phone. A happily smiling boy and two girls. The picture was old, but I recognized one of the girls as Kirusu and the boy is Kawahara. And there was a girl with them who had very gloomy eyes. It was without a doubt the girl whose data I'd seen in the facility. The one called Minamisawa Senri.
そうか。思い出した。南沢って名前、どこかで聞いたことがあると思ったんだ。
It was during the culture festival. Kawahara had said.
特に俺とあともう一人地震で死んじまったけど南沢ってやつはいつもクルスと一緒にいた3人でよくつるんでたんだよ
You know, I totally forgot about this exchange. I'm sorry, dude.
川原くんが言ってた南沢って子が一緒だったって
そう。この写真を撮った頃の私たちはいつも一緒に遊んでいたのよ。
Minamisawa Senri, who had been subjected to those awful human experiments, used to be Kirusu's friend?
千里はね、毎週日曜日にあの病院に通っていたわ。
じゃあクルスは
The back of my throat had gone dry and hurt terribly.
クルスはあそこで何が行われていたのかも知ってたのか
Kirusu bit her lip and slowly nodded.
当時子供だった私にはどうしようもなかったの。それが悔しくて悲しくて。
Kirusu looked down. Her face was twisted with pain, as if she was being tortured. She was a girl with a strong sense of right and wrong. Knowing that her friend was being experimented on must have been terrible for her. Did Kirusu maybe go through the same trauma that I did?
でも今はもう子供じゃない。逃げるわけにはいかないわ。私も事件のことを知っておかなきゃいけない。そうじゃないと 誰も守れない。
クルス。
有村さん、お願い、全部教えて。
Was that really the right thing to do? I'd put Kitasu in danger before, and now I was sending her down a dangerous path again.
仕方ないですね。
待ってくれ有村。
I tried to stop Arimura, but Kitasu cut me off.
ねえ、タクル。今日あなたたちに怪我をさせたのが誰なのか、それはわからないわ。けど、また襲ってくる可能性があるんでしょ？何も知らないままじゃ、私は何もしてあげられない。ただうろたえるだけで何もできない。そんなの嫌なのよ。だから、全部聞かせて。私にも。羨ましいですね。あ、いえ、なんでもないです。で、クルス先輩に話しちゃってもいいんですか？
I slowly nodded.
でも有村、クルスを巻き込む前に一つだけ聞いてもいいか？
私にですか？
僕はお前のことまだよくわからない。正直信じていいのかどうかも。
なるほど、そうでしょうね。
でもなんていうか、今は悪いやつじゃないような気がしてるんだ。だから聞いておきたいんだけど。
だから何をです？
お前は少なくとも僕らの敵じゃないんだよな。お前のせいで僕の大事な誰かが死んだりしないよな。
Arimura thought for a moment as she looked at me and Kitasu in turn. And then...
まあ、さっきは宮代先輩に助けてもらいましたし、恩をあだで返すってのもどうかと思うんで、誓っときます。私のことは先輩たちの味方だと思ってて問題ないですよ。
そっか。
おっと、ただしベタベタ慣れ合ったりするのとか大嫌いなんで、その辺はよろしく。
Then she smiled just a little. That may have been the first time I'd seen a real smile from her. Yeah, from her annoying ass side of her that I was complaining about earlier. And in other episodes. Ah, yes. We get to join in on Shinjo. Lovely. Alright, we're gonna save that for next time then. I think it'd be a good idea to just call it quits. I actually stayed up way later than I originally wanted to. I was thinking about just splitting this session in half, but I got a little hooked and I couldn't stop. So I'm gonna be tired for the gym tomorrow. But anyways, guys, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, leave a like, subscribe, all that fancy jazz. And one more thing. I don't trust Arimura at all. I still can't say her name right, but I don't trust her. She has been at the site of the 2 recent killings as they happened, as far as I can tell. And in Revolving Dead, there was that unconscious officer that she was near, and her eyes were bloody. The bloody eyes is something that I don't understand, and I'm going to be extremely cautious with her character here because I'm still very unsure as to what a lot of these things could mean. But that's just me. I guess we'll see. I gotta be on the cautious side. Persona 5 taught me to be very careful of my allies. But again, if you enjoyed, leave a like, subscribe, and I will see you all in the next episode of Chaos Child. Was this episode 20? I think this was episode 20. We're making progress, I think. I hope we are. I bet we aren't though. Anyways, I'll see you guys next time. Take it easy.